This video is sponsored by Surfshark. We'll talk more about them later.
We don't want to see your booty crack. Put your booty crack up on my mama. Why do y'all feel like it's cute to wear an outfit with your booty crack showing?
She is interrupted by Jamie Foxx to say how much his 16-year-old daughter loves her. The concept of talking to a minor with your jugs out.
People online are like, it's iconic. She's just confident. She's normalizing the female body. Is this not just a classic case of public indecency?
Ladies, please, baby, why can I see your crack, bro?
Fashion has this weird habit of picking a body part and suddenly making it the moment, and right now the chosen body parts in today's day and age are a bit wild. From dresses that are hanging on by two little clamps to outfits where the crack is supposed to be the star of the show. It just seems like fashion is running out of places on the body to expose and then turn into a trend. Now, this isn't going to be another one of my nobody knows how to dress anymore rants, although the outfits we're seeing today are definitely not helping my case. Instead, we're diving into how fashion keeps choosing a new body part to put on display, and how every time it happens, people start asking the same questions. Have we gone too far? Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy. I know you don't just give those away for free, but hopefully at the end of this video, we become bestie enough for you to take that next step. Back in the day, the goal of fashion was to actually hide the body. The early decades had a very keep it covered mindset when it came to fashion. And yes, it's for the exact reason you're thinking.
Let's talk about sex, baby. The 19th century had a very prudish and uptight attitude about sex. And by the 1850s, fashion, of course, responded with this: the hoop skirt. The hoop skirt was the sartorial expression of Victorian prudery. It not only kept a lady's private parts at a safe distance from the outside world, it stopped men getting too close to her.
Long skirts that dragged across the floor, high necklines, layers on top of layers of fabric. Yes, a lot of this covering up had to do with the status symbol of wanting to look as pale as possible, but modesty still played a major role in what society deemed as appropriate to wear.
Daytime dresses also typically featured high necklines, and the entirety of the body being completely covered up. The skirt was supported underneath by multiple petticoats, sometimes up to 7 at once.
So whether they had to cover themselves up from the sun or cover themselves up from a man, fashion made sure the body stayed completely out of sight. Because if it didn't, it created a situation a lot of women would have hated to be in.
Women who wore them commonly found themselves getting stuck in narrow passages and doorways. Female factory workers might have their dress get caught in a machine. The awkwardness and discomfort didn't stop there. Sometimes women would catch their dresses in wagon wheels or even be blown over by the wind. A fall could make the skirt lift up and reveal the wearer's legs, which was probably the most embarrassing thing that can happen in Victorian England.
Here's the thing though, okay? When you put women in skirts that basically require their own zip code, eventually someone's gonna start cutting that hemline.
The rise in hemlines gave rise to another trend of the times.
Take 15 girls all wearing miniskirts and invite them to break a world record held by a college group in America.
It was 1966. The miniskirt, one of the defining fashions of the 60s.
And once fashion started cutting the hemline, the legs that used to stay hidden suddenly became the whole look. Stepping into the shoes of society back in the day, that time felt scandalous, okay? The people were outraged. Women literally marched just to be able to show their legs.
The miniskirt first made its debut more than 50 years ago in the 1960s. It was so scandalous that it was banned. Women from our grandma's generation literally marched on the streets to protect their right to wear a short skirt. And when they came out on top, they made them even shorter.
The miniskirt had strong reactions towards it. Most of society was appalled that a woman would want to have her legs
The horror! It's gruesome.
exposed to the big bad world.
Are those too short?
Yes. I think they're horrible. They should wear shorts, don't you think? I mean, look at them. I would never wear anything like that. Look at that man staring. Ooh, I think they're the ugliest. They're so horrible. Do you like them?
A big bad world that, let's be honest, sometimes has too much access to our privacy anyways. Which is exactly why this video is sponsored by Surfshark. If you don't know what Surfshark is, it's basically a VPN that keeps your information private while you're online. Because anytime you're using public Wi-Fi, like at a coffee shop, a hotel, maybe at an airport, your data is a lot more exposed than you may think. I have very little trust in public Wi-Fi, okay? Hackers and trackers can easily tap into your information and see what you're doing online. Surfshark fixes that by encrypting your connection so nobody can be sneaky and peek at what you're doing. They also have 4,500 servers in 140 locations, so you can change your virtual location and access content in different countries. I find this really cool because there are shows and movies that may not be available in your country, but with just a few taps, I can connect to a server in Australia. It's like traveling the world virtually, but safely too. If you want to try it out, go to surfshark.com/Janae and use code Janae for 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. They also have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk in trying it out. Big thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. The miniskirt was such a pivotal moment in history, but it was still seen as the downfall of society.
Short skirts, terrible. For any girl to go out on the street dressed like that. You think so?
That is not
I
ladylike.
think so.
Never.
I'm sorry?
It's never ladylike.
It's not ladylike.
No.
Is it not attractive?
No.
Especially once the boundary was pushed even further and the microskirt was introduced to the world. Because in that era, these skirts were pushing fashion boundaries no one expected to be pushed. They had talk shows covering the segment, and let's just say the criticism was very loud and proud.
Higher and higher. That's the way they're going this year. The miniskirt has, well, evolved or diminished into the microskirt. Next year it'll probably be the mini microskirt, and then the year after that maybe the loincloth. Who knows? Now, what about the disadvantages? How much work do you think would be done around the office if the girls were to come in like this? But there is a way around it. And this is the chastity board.
But eventually, as women fought for more freedom within their basic human rights and fashion, they started to rewrite the rules a bit more. Fast forward to the 90s, women's fashion shifted its focus. It was all about the stomach, all about the waist, and all about being able to wear jeans so low, underwear was a part of your outfit.
The Y2K era, which happened in the late 90s to the early 2000s, was all about low-rise jeans. They were an absolute cultural phenomenon, for better or for worse. These jeans sat extremely low on the hips, often exposing hip bones, lower stomach, and sometimes even underwear.
Now, with jeans so low and shirts too short to cover anything, the notorious whale tail was created, and it sparked a huge debate, especially around the early 2000s. The whale tail, though, was mainly a product of pure accident. I want y'all to keep this in mind. Low-rise jeans were there to stay, and they weren't letting a little flash of underwear stop them.
It's a problem I know you've seen before. Some girl in jeans, little on the tight side, low side, goes to pick something up, and you get something like that. Some people call it the whale tail. Well, thanks to 2 Central Coast mompreneurs, these girls can go from this to this. Isn't that much more tasteful? Not much classier?
Nevertheless, Y2K pop culture won.
That's hot. That's hot. That's really hot.
And eventually, this accident took over the world of fashion. But fashion has a habit of never stopping at just one boundary, as we've seen. Just like how back in the day, legs were a shock to see. Yeah, imagine what happened when we fast forwarded to the 2010s and the focus shifted a little higher.
Ladies, we've seen just about every trend when it comes to showing a little cleavage. There's the low cut look, the keyhole look, and the side boob. But thank you celebs for giving us a whole new trend, the underboob. So, are you going to give the underboob trend a try?
When the underboob took over, you would have thought the world was crumbling. It was a new, racy way to show a little bit of cleavage. And celebrity culture fueled that flame.
At Kate M. Collins tweets, how to dress dress like a celebrity. Underboob. This person says my mom would take me out of her will if she ever saw me wearing one of those underboob crop tops.
Around this era though, fashion was becoming a lot more experimental with like cutouts and bold looks. And as long as you didn't put it all out there, you were technically safe.
I mean, look at that. I mean, because is that what's in now? Is that the underboob?
Oh yeah.
Is that underboob? Is that what you show now that's sexy?
Yeah, that's just like, yeah, that's underboob.
Or is that top been in like a boil wash?
Well, I suppose everything's okay if you don't show nipples, I suppose.
Okay, let's regroup. Is everyone seeing the pattern here? Every few years, fashion finds a new area to highlight, and every time it happens, people swear this one is the line that should have never been crossed. But give it a little more time, and the shock fades, and now you see it at places like Disney World.
Okay guys, new Disney hack. If you're wearing a shirt that shows a little underboob, they'll write you a ticket when you first enter Magic Kingdom. I'm not sure about the other parks, but they'll write you a ticket so you can get a free shirt at the nearest gift shop. I just got a $75 t-shirt just because I was wearing a shirt that was exposing my underboob a little bit. So yeah, if you want free Disney shirts, that's the hack.
But just when people finally get used to it, fashion moves on to the next stop, which is almost always going to push the line a little further. And wow, has the line been lowered, literally, because now the focal point has moved to an area a lot of people would have never expected to see the light of day.
Are butt cracks making a comeback? It sure looks like it. Just ask Zoe Kravitz. Kravitz left no crumbs and her underwear at home in the show-stopping Saint Laurent gown. He knew low-rise jeans were definitely back. Diesel's fall 2025 show in Milan proves that butt cracks are also trending.
Now technically, showing a bit of crack isn't brand new as we've seen in the early 2000s, but today, something about it looks different. Back then, if you seen a flash of thong or lower back, it was just a side effect of the ultra low-rise jeans everybody and their mama was squeezing into. Today though, the clothing is literally designed to highlight that exact spot. I mean like keyhole cut out on that exact spot. And now that area is being highlighted into an aesthetic trend.
These fashion trends are getting out of hand. You see, when you guys are wearing shorts where your booty cheeks were out, I took it. When you were wearing jeans and your panty line was out, I took. But you see, this one I will not take is where your butt crack is hanging out. What? Your butt crack is not an aesthetic, nor is it an accessory.
I gotta know, what the hell is up with them butt crack dresses? Why is that the trend of this summer? A butt crack dress? A dress showing your butt crack? What?
Ultra low back dresses are at an all-time low intentionally. With celebrities making these dresses the new hot topic, it's only a matter of time that the internet got their hands on them.
This is the dress. Followed by, wait, are butt cracks in now?
I'm gonna be wearing a low-key butt crack dress tonight. This is what I mean by a low-key butt crack dress. It's so low-waisted.
And the intention of these dresses is very clear. The crack is supposed to be the star of the show, and within all of this, society is doing its due diligence by freaking out about it.
Why are butt crack dresses a new trend? We don't want to see your booty crack. Put your booty crack up on my mama. I hate. Why do y'all feel like it's cute to wear an outfit with your booty crack showing? Does nobody want to see your booty crack?
And just when we thought the conversation would stay down there, fashion suddenly got interested in a teeny detail a little further up. And no, we're not talking about the underboob, although we're close. No, the outfit that really got the people talking is a dress that quite literally depended on two little clamps to hold it all together.
Speaking of Chapel Rowan, she is on the red carpet in a very modest dress. It is inspired by a 1998 Mugler dress. While trying to be a baddie posing for photos, she is interrupted by Jamie Foxx to say how much his 16-year-old daughter loves her. The concept of talking to a minor with your jugs out.
There's obviously no guessing where the focus is supposed to be, and I can confidently say that fashion today isn't really about fashion, but it's built to bring attention to your body parts.
What did Chapel Rowan wear to the Grammys? Like, I hate when people wear bull shit and then claim it's art and it's a statement piece. What does the statement mean? Because I looked at the comments, everybody was like, y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't understand her. Y'all don't understand the art, the fashion. The fashion? Your titties is just out and about. Everybody know what your boom booms look like.
And let's be real, okay? At this point, it feels exploitative. But you can't say that because this is supposed to be art and high fashion. But when does it get to a point?
Yo, I've been saying it for over a year now. Chappell Roan is one of my favorite pop stars when it comes to her fashion. Everybody is so mad about this look, and yet nothing to say about this? I think we know why, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Woman or man, there still has to be boundaries. And no, our chest should not be seen as disgusting or not normal. Neither should our butt crack. Those are normal parts on our body. But that doesn't mean that fashion needs to keep turning every inch of our body into the next trend. And then have the nerve to profit and make millions off of it.
I need to know what people think of the new Skims bra that has nipples built into it. I think that's the craziest I've ever seen. Like, just get your nips out if you want your nips out. It feels dystopian, and I think it's gonna really take over. Like, I think a ton of people are gonna buy it.
Oh my god, I finally got my hands on it. This is the Skims nipple bra. Oh my god. Isn't it just perfection?
I've spoken about the Skims nip bra before. It honestly feels like a social experiment to me. Celebrities like Kim Kardashian can make millions of dollars off of selling you products that you already have, if you catch my drift.
Y'all really spend $32 on something that you can grow for free within 3 to 6 weeks. Are you kidding me? I saw on Reddit that Kim Kardashian was selling this faux bush thong and I thought it was fake, so I went to the website and lo and behold, wow, and it's all sold out. Y'all sold it out?
I just saw the Skims nipple bra cost $74, and I will in fact be using one of my old bras that I don't like anymore and stealing some of my mom's cheap nipple jewelry and making my own. Yeah, because girl, what the
I cannot be the only person who thinks that the Skims nipple bra is insane. Like, we have those. We have those on our body.
This conversation around these fashion pieces that highlight areas most people would find private is such an interesting full circle, and it's the exact reason why I was really excited to make this video. In the past, little body parts were put on display when it came to appropriate fashion, and then we advanced a bit more, and suddenly legs were a shocking sight, and then the stomach and lower back, and then the crack, and now the nips. And within every era, society has wondered if we went too far. Who knows, maybe in the next 30 years, we'll casually see dresses being held up by 2 little clamps walking down the street. I hope not. But let me know your opinions on this topic. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever classy people like you do before heading to the next video. And thank you again to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to go to surfshark.com/Janae and use code Janae to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. I will see you in my next one. Bye.